Welcome to CML Theater Movie Review, home of independent films. And we got a zombie picture to talk about that's definitely different, that has story. Finally has story, because that's rare that you see a movie that has story, but we're about to talk about that right now. Plan Z. This movie was off the hook, but it was something definitely different, but it was directed by Stuart Brennan. Also written by Stuart Brennan, which is, I thought that was awesome, because I love a director that can write and direct his own movie, and that's always a big plus in my book. But the movie starts off with this guy named Craig. You know, he's a photographer. He goes to multiple cities to take awesome pictures, and he gets paid for it. And he makes good money off of it. But then, you know, he's on his way home, and he gets home, and his friend, because, you know, his friend works for the government. I'm assuming that's the only way he could know this, because he do work for the government. He calls Craig and lets him know that he needs to lock it down, because stuff is about to get real. It's a bug that done broke out, and it's up in the air, and it's hitting people. And he lets him know, like, listen, man, if you get near anybody, you know, stay the hell away from them. Just try to lock up, stay indoors, prepare yourself, get prepared. So he goes to the market, he gets himself prepared, he got his crowbar prepared, he got his boot packed up. I mean, this guy done got suited and booted. By the time he got home from the supermarket, stuff already, like, as soon as the man shut his damn door, stuff got started right outside. You just hear people screaming, people getting ate up. You hear him getting ate up on the other side of the door while his head towards the door. Then what made it even more crazy is that his best friend called him, Bill. Bill calls him. And Bill happens to be stuck at a restaurant inside of a bathroom on the shitter. So he calls Craig. So Craig is like, okay, all right, where are you? All right, I'm gonna come get you. But I like how he tried to go outside the first time, and then he ended up locking the door. Then he saw a zombie, so he ended up going back to the house. But you ever notice, like, why is it every time that him or anybody that's near them steps, why they happen to slip and fall every time? I think it's like a piece of ice or something there, but there's no snow. But it just seems like it's a piece of ice, because somebody always busts their ass when they go near them steps. So he runs inside the house, he shuts the door, then he's in there pacing, he's like, okay, all right. You know, Craig's a good friend. That's a good friend. Yes, because even he was scared shitless out of his mind, he still built up some confidence to get his ass about that door. He was like, okay. So he ended up going out the door. He went to go get his friend. Saved his friend's life. So they gets back to the house. Now, of course, you know, if it's a zombie outbreak in your home, you know, things gonna happen. So his friend asked him questions. You know, he's like, how did you know? Like, how did you know to prepare for this? How did you get wind of this? He said, well, you know, I got a tip that stuff was going down, things was gonna happen. So they at the house. You know, food is slowly disappearing, so they got to eventually go out, because that's what his friend Bill was trying to tell him, like, we eventually going to have to leave. You know, we're not going to be able to hold up in here long, because we're going to need food. So they end up going out, and then they meet up with other people as well. Like, they met up with Surin, I think that's her name, Surin. And they met up with another female as well. And once they had met up, like, what was so different about this movie that I didn't get from most zombie pictures is, for one, I'm glad they didn't go CGI, because seems like CGI just seems to fuck it up for zombie films nowadays. Two, they actually had characters that you give a shit about. Like I said, all the characters in this movie you really care about. You know, you feel for them. You have a heart for them. You have more of a, I can bond with Craig more, because Craig is like this guy that just have hope. And he will do whatever it takes to, even if he has to go out to save a friend, he will save a friend that's in need. But, I mean, for once, there was actually a story built around this. These were actually characters you cared about. And that's what I liked about this movie. Before I get any further than this, let's get this movie rated, shall we? I give this movie a big ass smiley face. Oh, yeah. And another thing I really liked about this movie was there was no CGI zombies just jumping around everywhere and crawling all over each other, and I just hate when movies use zombies like that, but I like how they kept it so classic, like classic to the point where you remember the old school Night of the Living Dead, remember the black and white version? Mm-hmm. Where they were still creepy, But they didn't have to move extremely fast to come near you. Now, if they get you, then that's your ass. You can just hang that up because they got unlimited strength, so they will eat you. But no questions about that. That's what I liked about the movie. They kept it classic. I also love if it was. This is like a sad one too at the same time because there's a lot of sad moments. You know, a lot, and you also get to see a lot of moments where things happen before. You know, you see events, what happens to them before, you know, the outbreak takeover or whatever. And then I really felt sorry for the guy, Bill, because when he was talking to his mom and his dad, and he had to listen to them like on the other line and had to hear them die like that, that was disturbing.
Yeah,
that was really sad and disturbing. But like I said, I thought the movie was pretty good. I like the movie. I like the fact that it had characters you care about. I like the fact that the movie was story driven. And I like the surprise moment. Like the one girl was thinking about her past and she was so in the loop to what she was thinking about that a zombie was like seriously was about to like a second from attacking her and he just attacked her. And like I said, I thought the movie was pretty good. The actors I give huge props to is Mark Paul. He was awesome. He was cool. I liked what's the other guy named? Stuart Brennan. I thought he was cool as well. He was my favorite character. And Victoria Morrison. Check this movie out, Plansy. I thought it was awesome. Like I said, it's story driven. It's sad. And people died. And even to the point where, remember he was trying to warn the families and stuff because he had all these signs. He was trying to tell the families. They had their kids and they was trying to like pack their stuff and then they died as well. I mean, movie is off the hook. Check it out. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this movie because I already told you what I thought about it. I thought it was pretty good. And like I said, it's story driven and all that. You can get this movie right now from CD Universe. They have a lot of awesome prices and the movie right now is for like $20. So it's like on sale because I think the actual price, the retail is like what, $24?
Yeah.
So right now it's for $20. So if you want to get this movie, definitely go to CD Universe. You can pick this movie up. And don't forget to check out my new show, Santos. Right now, subscribe right now to GTVA 5. GTVA 5, that's my new channel. I couldn't think of nothing else. But it's called Santos. I work really hard on these shows. I think you'll like it. I pretty much had a good time making it, so I know you guys will like it as well. And to all my movie lovers, I love you.